Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Survivor recap.
I'm a survivor.
Excuse me.
I survived the makeovers.
Someone watched America's Next Top Model last night.
I got a makeover.
It's hot.
Thank you. Let me know what you think, kids.
So let's move on to Survivor.
All right. They reminded us that Leslie was voted out last week.
Yep, because she made too many friends on the other tribe.
She's too damn friendly for her own good.
She's a friendly Christian. So, yeah. So Jean Robert is talking about his brilliant strategy.
He's in love with himself.
Because he's an amazing poker player.
Which means he's an amazing human.
So, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lay low for a while and act like I can't do anything, and then I'm just gonna like start doing everything.
In there. Yeah. And just blow everybody away. Wow, you are brilliant.
Because people won't expect anything from me, and then when I actually do something, they'll be amazed.
He's amazing. Yeah. Wow. And you know what? He doesn't really get along with Courtney.
No, they had a little tiff. I don't know what it was. It was something about like that stick thing.
Yeah. You suck. No.
Weird.
Yeah.
Please don't raise your voice.
So back at Zhan Hu. Yeah, it's Dave versus Sherea.
Mm-hmm. Now this was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
They got some moldy rice up in there.
And it was disgusting.
Wow, it was like bright colors. I've never seen mold, only on very rare occasions, that color. Like teal and blue.
Let's not talk about it.
It was just scary.
Sherea was like, alright, I'm not eating any of that crap.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, just leave it there and let me sort it out.
Right, let me pick out the good parts and we'll throw out the rotten ones.
She picked up the bag and he was like, what are you doing? So then...
So I ain't eating no moldy rice.
After that, she goes over and takes his stash of seashells.
That he's saving for his mama.
Yeah.
You don't get between a male model and his mama.
Why was she trying to get rid of his seashells?
Because she is a bitch.
Your Sherea is a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
They get their tree mail. Mm-hmm. They're both going to the tribal council.
Area, don't be misled.
I know. Like
I was.
Yeah.
I was like, they're both going to is it a double challenge?
We going to the Baywatch? We going to the Baywatch?
Yeah, we're going to the Baywatch.
Alright. So, yeah. It's, going to be the reward challenge. Mm-hmm. And it's 2 at a time. 2 from each team at a time.
They have these like really long chopsticks and...
Which were really rattan poles.
Well,
you couldn't possibly eat with them.
You could.
Well, maybe if you were Dinosaur Dick you could, but...
So they had to use those rattan chopsticks and pick up this little fireball.
Right.
And they had to bring it all the way to the other end of the course. And it
had
slides down the chute into like, I don't know.
A firework bin.
And then it was like...
Yeah, a little firework blew off to say, you got it.
So whoever got to their 3...
The best of 3, I think
no,
it
was whoever. It was a relay.
Oh, it was 3? Oh, it was a relay. Okay.
So whoever got done with their 3 first won.
Okay, and...
But...
Yes.
Each segment,
the
chopsticks got longer, so they were harder to handle. Which makes it harder.
Longer equals harder. Just remember that. The reward was to have a fisherman...
And his family.
Right. Come and teach you all about fishing. And they're going to cook you a big meal.
And they're bringing you spices and veggies and all that good stuff.
And oil. So yeah, Courtney's sitting out. No surprise there. And they go through the challenge. And at the end, don't you know, it comes down to a tie between James and Jean Robert on one side. And Dave and Eric on the other.
Yep.
Fei Long wins. I wanted Dave to win. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I like Fei Long and Frosty on Zhan Hu.
I like Fei Long, but this episode I was really rooting for Dave because I thought I was pissed at Sherea.
Well, duh, but...
Okay? Nobody takes his shells. Those are his special keepsakes from the trip.
It's more than a trip.
Okay.
So
they get to kidnap Dave.
Well, kidnap someone and they pick Dave.
They pick Dave. Dave gets his special tube, like all that have gone before him.
Give this to whoever you want to have a clue for the immunity idols.
And then he runs around and, is anybody watching? Opens up his little tube and he chooses Todd. All right, Dave, good one. Wise choice.
So, now Todd knows the clues that Leslie gave him and the clues from...
Right. Back at Zhan Hu, they're starting to feel the effects of Dave not being there.
They're all just laying around doing nothing. Without Dave, the whole camp fell apart.
Pretty much. And then they tried to piece it together and they were really struggling, let me tell you. So, yeah, the fishermen come and visit. And they pull up with this weird boat full of birds.
Yeah, I was like, what are those birds?
Yeah, I was like, they're not going to eat them, are they?
Or I will not watch.
Yeah. So, surprise, surprise. Jean Robert is like practically fluent in Mandarin.
Neoma.
Neoma.
Courtney Romano.
I know. I couldn't believe that he could speak Mandarin.
I know. He said he like lived in Taiwan for like 2 years or something.
So they learned how to use a fishing net. Who knew?
I didn't. But
it's not just for rinsing your clothes out in.
They also had this crazy way of fishing with the birds. They like had this thing around their necks or something
so they couldn't swallow.
And then they sent the birds and they caught the fish for them and they came back.
And they made them spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out, bird, and go get more.
It was crazy.
I know, it was crazy.
I want some of those birds.
Then they made them a huge feast.
It was a lot of food.
The vegetables looked delish, and they were stirring it up and cooking it, and the childrens were having a good time. Okay, it's time for the immunity challenge. And Dave is rejoining his tribe, and he's like, you know? So, yeah, this is the one we've been waiting for. They dress up like Chinese warriors. And they had some serious armor on there because they're going to be throwing around meteor hammers. I don't know. It was serious. It was serious. And you know, they had to sit somebody out because they had too many on Fei Long.
Yes.
And they couldn't sit out another woman. They had to sit out a guy. So Jean Robert sat out. So yeah, Jamie had some skills with a meteor hammer. She took out 2 of the vases at once.
She had some serious crossbow skills.
Yeah. And, again, the weird cinematography with the...
What is with you, CBS?
Most of them were just throwing the things at the ground. Come on, you gotta whip those things. They threw them right on the people's sticks, because, like, you could block. They went, like, 3 on one side versus 3.
You had to throw at the other side and also block at the same time.
Right.
With this really long stick.
Right. They were just totally wimping out. So guess what? Fei Long wins immunity.
Despite Jamie's effort.
I know. So, back at the Zhan Hu tribe after the challenge, Dave is feeling a little bit out of place.
He's like, I've been gone a day and a half and I feel like I don't belong here.
Yeah, and he was kind of even thinking like, do I even want to stay here now after all this? But he still campaigns to stay.
Yep.
He's like saying, Sherea, she's gotta go. And then Sherea's like, Dave, the guy's crazy. Get him out of here. So, yeah, it comes down to crazy Dave or lazy Sherea. Okay, which one are you going to pick? Unfortunately, Dave was voted out 4 to whatever.
They never. It was like 4 to 1.
Yeah, I hate when they don't like
go through all
say
of them,
what.
So.
Yeah, I wish they would just like go through all of them.
Don't they show you at the end when the person's talking? They're like.
Yeah, but I don't have the patience to add it up, you know. So the tribe has spoken, and what do they want to say to Sherea?
Sherea, start wearing some clothes.
Please.
We're tired of seeing you in your underwear and popping out.
That striped underwear, you know, it looked like it had full coverage from the back, but what the hell are they blocking out? Does she have skid marks or what?
Maybe she has like a 10 million inch crack.
No, because they were like bleeping
No,
where there was underwear.
Like at the top.
Yeah, but it was at the bottom too. Okay, so little tease for next week, kids.
It's gonna be good.
A little romance, I sense.
What's Survivor without a romance?
looks like Jamie and Eric might be
From Zhan Hu.
interested in hooking up.
They're like, I like you. I like you. And then Eric's like, I'm a virgin. And it's just like, oh.
Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad for her.
It's good for him.
Yeah, exactly. So, and there's a twist. Guess what? There's like almost nobody left on that other tribe, so they're gonna have to switch it up.
They said something that's gonna turn the game upside down.
It's the hey, drop your buffs and go pick a new one. Go stand on a log somewhere.
Watch Jamie and Eric will get separated.
Yeah, I know. God, the trials and tribulations of Survivor. So yeah, let me know what you think of all this. I could do that. So let me know. And for next time, we'll be here on Beyond Reality.
Much love.